That 6.5 Grendel smacks those plates. Guys, this is the brand new Cmmg Br4. Let's get into the video. Before you click off the video thinking this is just another AR style firearm, don't, okay? This is totally different, especially if you live in a state that beforehand you could not own an AR style gun or any rifle for that matter that has a collapsible stock or an adjustable stock. If you take a really close look at this rifle, this is actually half shotgun, half rifle. Yes, if this looks familiar to you, this is a Remington 870 stock, okay? The reason why CMMG did this, and they totally redesigned this whole lower to accept this stock, is because a lot of states would not allow you to own a rifle that has an adjustable or a collapsible stock. This particular setup is now legal in 47 states, okay? So if you live in Washington, Illinois, or New York, I'm sorry, but if you live in the other 47 free states, you can now own this setup. All right, so let's go over some of the details. Each rifle is shipped with two 10-round magazines, and you're probably thinking to yourself, well, I want a gun that shoots a 25-round magazine. This gun will shoot a 25-round magazine, but it is shipped with two 10-rounders to make it legal. Also, they have a enhanced trigger, okay? This trigger breaks at 4.5 pounds. It breaks like glass. It is a very, very good trigger. This trigger was redesigned for this lower. And if you know anything about a Remington 870, there is a crossbolt safety right here. And just like any shotgun, and they redesigned that crossbolt safety to make it ambi. And you still have all of your ambi controls for the slide lock and also your magazine release. They can be shipped with two barrels, 14.5 and 16.1. The 14.5 inch barrel has a pinned and welded shroud that will accept a suppressor. Since it is pinned and welded, it meets the overall length of over 16 inches. Like all Descents, you do have the side charging handle that is ambi, and it is a very, very well made firearm. And I'm glad that CMMG took the liberty to make a firearm to be accepted in most of the states, 47. And it's not only chambered in 6.5 Grendel. It is also chambered in 9mm, 5.56, 223, 300 blackout, 22 arc, 6mm arc, 6.5 Grendel, and also 350 Legend. So no matter if you are looking for a self-defense firearm, a hunting firearm, and you live in 47 states that this is legal in, this is a perfect setup. It does come with a Cmmg muzzle brake, which I took off and I'm running my Banish 30 on there, and it does have an adjustable gas block. One of the things that I really like about this setup is since it's utilizing an 870 stock, the 870 stock sits lower than a traditional AR-15 collapsible stock that would be running right in through here. And since it's lower with this cheek riser, you can get a lower sight to bore ratio. And if you know anything about long range shooting or dialing your scope, a lower sight to bore ratio is extremely important. It does come with two spacers, so if you have a long length of pull like myself, being 6'6", these two spacers, it fits my shoulder very well. But if you have shorter arms, you can take one or both of these spacers out. Since all Descents utilizes a bufferless tube, if you already have a Descent upper, you can buy this lower separately and put it on any Descent upper that you may own. I've got another magazine loaded up here. Let's do some more shooting. All right. Got to take it off safety, Dave. Got one job. All right. I try in every video. 4-inch plate at 100 yards free-handed here. Right to the right. Oh, finally hit it. This rifle is hefty. So for a hunting rifle, it would be great. even for a self-defense gun. But if you're holding it up here free-handed, especially with the suppressor on the end, it does get quite heavy. All right, we are good. So it shoots. Like all CMMG products, they run great. However, what's the accuracy like? So let me back up here at 100 yards, put some paper targets down there, and let's just shoot some groups. So in my opinion, only accurate rifles are interesting rifles. Like I mentioned before, this is chambered in 6.5 Grendel. These are American Eagle 120 grain open tip match bullets traveling at 2610 out from the muzzle. So I've got a target downrange. Let's see what kind of groups we can get out of the BR4 here. 2 5-shot groups here. All right. Hopefully my glasses don't fog up because it is one humid day here in Tennessee. Let's go up just a hair. That could have been me, that shot. I felt like I pulled a little bit. All right, well, that's one group. I cannot tell what my grouping looks like from here because I've only got a 10 powered scope, and the center dot on this right on pretty much covers up the whole center triangle or the diamond of those Caldwell targets. So, all right, another 5-shot group here. I'll retrieve the targets here in a minute, see how we did. I think I pulled that one a little right. All right, there are 2 5-shot groups. Let me make sure the firearm is unloaded. All right, I'm gonna go down there, retrieve the targets, see how it shot. All right, retrieved my targets downrange, and this was my first group, 5-shot group. And with a 10 power scope at 100 yards and just using range ammunition, that's pretty good. That's about a 0.9 inch group, so that is sub MOA. And then the second group here, I knew I pulled a few right. It was hard to keep this gun extremely steady. Not making excuses, I'm just telling you what happened, but that's an inch group at 100 yards. So this rifle is definitely MOA or sub MOA, especially if you start using hunting ammunition or match ammunition. So what did we learn here? We learned that the 6.5 Grendel is accurate. It makes a great hunting caliber. So I know a lot of people that hunt with a 6.5 Grendel, whether it be deer, hogs, and small to medium sized game. And then with the right bullet, it does very, very well. And I'm glad that CMMG came out with the BR4 for those who live in states that prior to this, it was illegal to own an AR-15 style setup. So, and my hat's off to CMMG for innovating new firearms to go through those loopholes in some of the states where they were not legal before. But yeah, so like I mentioned before, you know, whatever caliber you want that is chambered in the Descent, it comes in 7 different colors, 7 different calibers. Whether you're recreation shooting, hunting, self-defense, the Descent, it would be a really, really good choice. Now, if you're looking at the price tag of these rifles, just like all CMMG, there's a premium. CMMG makes a very, very good quality, you know, AR style firearm, very reliable, very well built. So I don't think I have anything else to say about it, guys. If you have any questions whatsoever, put them in the comments below. Until next time, y'all be safe and keep blinking.